times of uncertainty, it's comforting to know we have a healthcare system in our community that's been committed to supporting us for well over a century. In this current time, we are standing together, and our bond is stronger than ever. KDMC, caring for our community like no one else can.
All right, that was cool. I know I feel like I'm usually down in here because we didn't we won, but I'm complaining about something normally. And so I won't complain about a red zone offense right now. But they got that out. No, that's a cool win, just a cool day. And, I just kept thinking, we can just pull this off. Don't care if it's 2-0, 52-51, just to get to 8-2 and, to end a day of game day in the Grove like it was and all the energy and everything, it would just be amazing, for this setting, for that to happen. And, I'm not saying we're great, but, it's a step closer from good to great. And we know that we can play really good offense when everybody's healthy. We've seen that. Like I say, we've seen that movie. So to play how we did on defense today was huge, I think, because I always look at the big picture of the season, not just the one game. So that's pretty cool because I know we're going to continue to get healthier with the receivers coming back. That was a great game by the defense. That is a team that was playing as well as anybody in America coming in. I think 4 wins in a row and beating Alabama. And, we continue to stop them. We scored twice on defense, which is amazing, with the safety and the touchdown. And it was really neat, to not just stop them, but to score like that. Was really cool.
Lane, when you picked yourself on game day this morning, did you think it would happen with the defense like this, or were you kind of envisioning more of the high-scoring games you've won in the past?
I don't really do that anymore because it doesn't work. So sometimes I think they're going to be one way or not. I would not have thought we were going to have 400 yards at halftime. That's on pace for 800 yards in the game. So, and I certainly would have thought we'd only have whatever it was, 13 points or something with 400 yards. So, like I say, every game has its own deal and it's different every week, whoever you're playing, and you never know. It's hard to predict what's going to happen. So the defense stepped up. I did think that we had, some, good match. And think about arguably our, best or second best defensive player goes out right at the beginning. So you're going, all right, second half, boy, they're moving and we just lost, our guy that really there's been a very big difference when Springer's in there or not. We've seen that. So guys stepped up. What a awesome play by AJ. And so it was really neat.
Until those last 3 or 4 drives, the defense wasn't really winning with sacks and turnovers like it has this year. So what was working? Was it just, what was working?
No explosive plays. It just felt like everything was in front of us. We felt good knowing they were going to play really slow, and that plays to our favor on defense. We don't have a lot of depth, as we know, and we overplay our players on defense because of that. So guys are, have been in there playing 70, 80 snaps in a game. So, it really helped us a lot by them going slow so our guys could rest. So you didn't have to see like Sam coming out a bunch and things like that. So, I know it may sound strange when we play a team like that, that helps us versus when we're playing Arkansas. And now both sides are going like that.
We've seen you use Sistrunk a lot in coverage this year, but how have you seen him grow to the point where he could make those couple of big plays down near the end?
That was huge. We were down some guys today. So for him to step up like that, and, we're really having to play a backer instead of playing another DB, like we normally do. So that was really big. He basically took Tysheen Johnson's spot, who was out, and had to move guys around.
You mentioned just the importance of today with game day, and you hope to pull it off. But for you, that head coach usually doesn't have the schedule you have this morning, going on the show twice. Just for you, how was handling all that, and just kind of out of your normal routine? What was all that like for you today?
Well, I said it on there. I hadn't thought about it. Chip Kelly texted me before I was going. He's like, you're the first dual threat coach. There's a long time ago, there was never a dual threat quarterback that could run and pass. So he's like, you're the first one. You're picking, and it's the day that you're playing. So I actually asked him when I went up, has anyone ever done that? And they said no, it hadn't. So I felt kind of cool. I was the first picker, and then I felt like some of my games were going good. Kind of didn't want the Mississippi State game to go like I picked, but But I did say what a great offensive coach Leach is, and it was high scoring. So maybe I got a career.
Up until that 13-yard touchdown from Snoop, he hadn't really had a huge game, but I know you always kind of talk about him making the most of his opportunities. Just how important is it to have a guy like Snoop that, even if it's not going super well, he tends to, have that moment?
It was big. I mean, I'm sure everybody felt it. It was like we just couldn't score. We kept getting down there, and we had 3 drives. I think in the first half, they got 3 combined points, which is, obviously an issue. And then, we went for it. We joked in the locker room, Matt, we come off and we go to, to kick, and we run the fake field goal, and Mac has 1 carry for 2 yards. Well, we needed 2.5. So I wish he would have fallen forward. Or I told Case Kelly, push him, So it was just a really neat day. And that play where Snoop broke right there, I think was a big relief for all of us, because we'd really been struggling there, and to get to, I think that, and then when they don't make the 2-point conversion was obviously huge, kept it a 2-score game. And the game would have been over if our quarterback wouldn't slide, but now we finally don't want him to slide for once, and end the game with the first down, and now he wants to slide.
You bring up the fake field goal. Can you just talk us through the reasoning of that choice there instead of either kicking or going for it with the offense?
It was just something, we'd seen schematically that was there. They actually were in a little bit different look of rushing over there, or it would have looked a lot better and easier. It wasn't supposed to be that difficult, so they gave us a different look than what we were anticipating, and still had a chance. We were, foot short.
Are you at all concerned about the short yardage offense after these last couple of games?
Yeah, I mean, whenever we're not, making something, and, it's an issue. And I feel like, when Ben Brown went out, we have struggled at times inside. That was kind of our leader in there. And we've been shuffled. That's 3 games in a row of starting a different guard, trying to figure it out. So.
Coach, just in terms of Mac Brown and what he's been able to do in terms of raising money for ALS and what you guys put on tonight, just your thoughts on that.
He's just a really neat kid. Awesome to be around. Came in hugging him as we walked in, and joking about the fake. And it's just really special for our younger kids to see someone that, takes advantage of his platform like that and utilizes it to help others.